it's quite low.
Okay, thank you, sir. You are a police station agent for the NPP, I believe so.
Yes.
What is your assessment of the process so far?
So far, everything is calm. We are expecting the people to come out in their numbers to vote.
How many people have casted their vote officially?
So far, we have like 45 people.
45 persons have casted their vote. All right. Thank you very much for your time. So, Abna, that is the polling station agent for the New Patriotic Party at the Bodia polling station 2, saying that it has been smooth. They expect much more numbers to come as the day goes by. The NPP candidate Esumedu is still engaging with the electorate, the vendors at these polling stations, trying to shake hands with them, crack some jokes here and there as part of his monitoring of the process. Let me try and get closer. You are so confident of winning? Oh, even though the poll says otherwise. The post from Global Info Analytics predict that he's getting somewhere 47%.
No comment about that. Let's finish the polls. Let's finish the elections today, and by close of polls, you get the best opinion poll that you want.
Let me divert a bit. The minority leader was here. He says your party is mourning the sacking of the CJ yesterday. Why? Someone will ask. The president hasn't violated any constitutional provision. He's just gone according to the Article 1469 of the Constitution.
Chief, first of all, he has spoken to the minority leader. He has expressed the position of the minority to you. Let me also concentrate on Akwatia by-election. Thank you very much.
All right, Sammy, thank you very much. So that is Sammy Uku declining to comment on the CJ suspension. I was trying to get his thought on it because the leader of the minority caucus, who he's very much part of, says that they are mourning the laws, not the laws.
Your driver ni.
Driver ni waha. Now to about constituency mo.
Debbie.
Oh, okay. They want to about her. All right, thank you very much. So Abna, he says he's just a driver. This is a lorry station to be specific. So some of the drivers are also here just by way of working. But let me ask you, maybe muye demand and Senate Marco.
And then the Germany there about 20 Germany to Menko.
A passenger form back.
Patcha.
And Nadia won't mean call baby.
The Nadia Winya baby, I'll wait to me. I be at the motor banner and more and you don't baby about there.
All right, thank you very much. So Abna, he says that the voting has brought a halt to his business activities here. He's not able to drive or carry passengers to locations as he would usually do because of the voting proceedings. Let me try and see if I can engage some other gentlemen here. Good morning. You are all welcome to ABC News Ghana. Gentlemen, Pacho mutu abawa ha.
Pacho eto aba.
What aba?
There be mentu afena mabakuru. Afena mabakuru nti me kwa kofa me nawa me adi card awa.
Na ada na mumbe tu ntem na wakofia akọ je wa home.
Yes, anka ye kwedwuma mo ba me hwe na ese me beto abanansa nti me kofia abana.
Okay. Na mpacho we say wuto aba wa ha. Okay. Na watu abana unyanto yi.
Oh, nyanto ye baba be kado ha.
O card wa ha. Nti wo be kwa kwadwane line no.
Kwadwane sisi ha.
Okay. Na o hwe sana nkrofo ha police for ewo ha ma o ehun bi say men kwadwane line no because ebi mu say police for no doors too much. O say na o sihwe no.
Oh, baba say me sa kaso de da kenya no kro. Because I say line no the way me line like a doors. The best la mo ko fa class na me akojina. Because I say so epete. As I was na ya wo fofo.
All right. So thank you very much. So those are some voters here at the Bodia polling station 2, the bus terminal polling station. They say that they are voting here. They are yet to cast their vote. They are just standing to observe the process, and very soon they'll be casting their votes. So Abna, this is what is happening at the Bodia polling station. A lot of activities has already taken place. We've seen a lot of visitations there. The candidate for the NPP has come in here to check the process. He has gone down the lane there to continue to engage with the electorate and residents around the area, even as part of his monitoring of the elections, and would be here to give you all the updates here at the Bodia polling station and other polling stations. From here, we will go into the Wenchi electoral area, which is another keenly contested area that will be going to bring you live updates from there, Abena.
I understand that Solomon Asumedu is from Bodia. He's from within the Bodia electoral area.
Hello, Abena, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Sammy. Can you hear me? So I was saying that we understand Solomon Asumedu, the parliamentary candidate for the New Patriotic Party, is from within the Bodia electoral area. Is that right? We'll do well to establish better contact with Samuel Nyimadwe so that we can bring you some more conversation. But you have seen what's happening in Akwatia at the moment. Hello, Sammy.
So here with you.
Hello, Sammy.
With you, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can also hear
right.
you.
Right. I was asking, we understand that Solomon Asumedu, the parliamentary candidate for the NPP, is from within the Bodia electoral area. Is that right?
Yes, he's from this area. So I think he started his monitoring from this side, and he'll be going to the other electoral areas. The Bodia electoral areas, as you mentioned, is where he resides from. If you look at the parliamentary candidates or the parliamentarians that have represented Akwatia, the argument has been that they have never had a representation from this Bodia area, and he is one that is coming from the area. So it is time for the constituent and the electorate of Bodia to also experience an NP. We wait to see whether he would be elected at the end of the day. He is confident of his chances in this election, even though polls from Global Info Analytics and other quarters suggest otherwise.
Well, and we understand Wenchi is also an electoral area that we should be paying attention to, looking at the fact that Ernest Alkumi was from there. And so would the NPP would have or want to place a lot of emphasis there to get many of the voters to come out and vote from Wenchi?
Yes, Wenchi is where Ernest Alkumi is from. He's from that area. He's from that area. I remember the burial ceremony was held at the Wenchi area. So there is a lot of expectations in terms of NPP voters. A lot expects that he will secure a lot of the vote for the NPP candidate will secure a lot of his vote from there. We'll try and see that. But Abna, one of the officials is also addressing the press. Let me try and get his thoughts on the observation so far.
What do you anticipate would happen by close of poll around 4-5 p.m.?
Oh, we are winning. So we are not shaking. We know that we are winning. The people say that they want development. If they vote MPP, they will not get development. If they vote NDC, the candidate will send the seat to President Mama, they will get development.
Are you not supposed to share the national cake equally? Do they need to have an NDC MP?
No. We are giving them all. If you win, this one there is a by-election. Every by-election you see graders and everything doing development. So they need development. Everybody will get his share, but these people need development.
Okay. So finally, before I let you go, there's allegation that you are bringing some quote-unquote some bad boys to cause trouble. And since you are here, the MPP are saying that the police must ensure that they do their work without fear of whatever you are coming here to?
Oh, we are two. I came here with two people. We came here to win the election. We don't came here for violence. We came here to win.
So the Azoka boys are not here?
No, we are two. We want to win the election.
Maybe you are keeping them somewhere else.
Oh, no. The security is okay.
So you are impressed with that?
Thank you. So, Abner, that is one of the NDC executives coming to share his thoughts with us, saying that he is very much confident of the police to take control of the situation, and the NDC will not be declaring or be deploying any tax, quote unquote, to this election, because they are confident in the work of the security services to keep the sanity and sanctity of the electoral process here at this by-election. He says the NPP are here to win the elections and nothing else. So they are very much confident in what is ongoing, and they do not want to interfere with the process by bringing any tax or any unsolicited security persons to this place. Like I mentioned, heavy security presence is all over the township of Akwatia, not just at the polling stations. Before you enter the city or the town, there's a lot of security barriers before you get to enter the town, and even within the town, a lot of security barriers are also stationed. And at the polling stations, there are a lot of barriers. There are a lot of the policemen are also at the polling station. Abnadi NPP candidate has still not left the polling station, but he is moving from one end to the other, trying to engage the electorate, convince them to come and vote. And because we know that by-elections have been characterized by low voter turnout, and per the numbers we are seeing, the numbers are also low. So the parties need to whip up the interest of the electorate to come out and cast their votes today.
Like you said, Sammy, the voter turnout for by-elections is actually quite low, looking at what history tells us. But if anything is to look at, we would also be looking at the rerun of elections in some polling stations within Ablekuma North. We saw how voter turnout was low. And so if it happens again that voter turnout is low in Akwatia, would we be right to place the blame at the doorsteps of both parties, that they have not called their support base to come and vote enough?
There are lots of factors that will influence people to come out and vote, and especially when voting is on work day, people do not see the need to sacrifice their working hours to come and stand in long queues to vote. So most of the time, when by-elections are normally done on work days, and that has been one of the reasons why a lot of people are not able to come out and vote. But also, it is also about the mobilization tactics of the political parties, whether they are able to mobilize their base to come out in their numbers and vote. It's another thing to behold, and you will see that in history, the mobilization hasn't been up there. But we hope that today that we see a change. We see the people of Akwatia coming out to vote. But Abner, let me just run through you how the Akwatia constituency looks like. This is a constituency with 119 polling stations, about 8 electoral areas, 119 polling stations, over 50,000 voters are expected to cast their vote within the Akwatia by-election. These are statistics from the 2024 elections, parliamentary and presidential elections that was held in 2024. So at the end of the day, we are expecting over 52,000 voters in this Akwatia constituency across 119 polling stations. 2 candidates have filed or are contesting in these elections. There was one candidate who was disqualified from the PPP, and he even filed a case at the High Court. We still don't understand how far with that case, but the 2 main contenders are Solomon Asumedu and Bernard Beidu of the NDC. These 2 are very much in contest for today's election. Abner, it's this is how it looks like at these by-elections. 119 polling stations, over 52,000 voters expected to cast their votes. Abena.
Over, wow, those are really huge numbers to be looking at, Sammy. And like you said, it's a working day. It would be difficult to move away from where you live to go and vote, especially if voters do not live within Akwatia. If you live within Akwatia, you may have the opportunity to maybe use your lunch period to go and vote and go back to work. But say you vote in Akwatia, but you live in Accra and you're unable to secure a leave day to go and vote, it would be difficult. And some people will also say that what would it matter to them to spend a lot of money going all the way to vote? And these are some of the concerns that will derail the voter turnout. Indeed, in the 2024 elections, I mean, we did not see like really huge voter turnout. I remember in the morning of the election in my constituency where I vote, I visited quite a number of polling areas, and the numbers were low, the turnouts were low, and it did not improve throughout the day. And so maybe that is what is going to carry on from what we saw in 2024. We've seen same in Ablekuma North, where the turnout was not the best. And well, hopefully it's early hours yet. It may change, and by the end of the day, the turnout may be better than we have seen.
Yes, Abna, the hope is that the turnout today would be a bit higher and better than what we've seen in previous by-elections. In Ejiso, in even the rerun in Ablekuma North and Kumawu by-elections. You can mention them. The expectation is that today the turnout will be high. And Abna, the weather today is a bit cloudy here. It's been drizzling since morning, but not too heavy, and maybe that might also deter voters from coming out. When the weather clears a bit, some will want to come out and vote. We wait to see how the numbers are like. The weather today is still a bit cloudy here at the polling station where I am in Bodua, and the by-election process still underway. A lot in the queue. I can count just about 4 persons in queue at the or like five I might say in queue at the Bodua polling station 2, and like I mentioned, the turnout is still very much low here at Abuna. But Abuna, we need to go out and go to the other polling stations to see what is happening in those areas, especially the Wenchi areas. So we'd want to go to the Wenchi to see what is happening at those areas, to give our viewers a very good view and a very good appreciation of the whole electoral process today.
Right, Sammy, would be so glad that you would bring us some more information from the other electoral areas. Thank you. We'll be looking forward to speaking with you again. My colleague Sam Onyimado is at Akwatia, and so far he's brought us what's happening in Bodua, where election is underway, the voting is underway. The turnout is not the best, as you would have expected that many would come out and vote, but it was expected that we would see a low turnout. Well, it's just about 39 minutes after 8 a.m., and so it's only about an hour and 39 minutes since voting officially began. Let's see how the day goes by. Let's see if the parties are able to call in their people to come and vote, influence people by speaking with them, for them to step out of their homes, from their offices, spend a few minutes to vote, and then go back to do what they were doing. And so when the team gets to the other polling stations, rest assured we'll bring you some more conversations from there, and then you too can understand what is going on in Akwatia. We know so much that you would appreciate what's happening in Akwatia. Today, all eyes on Akwatia. But the minority leader, when Sammy was speaking with him earlier, says that they are mourning our democracy. Why are they mourning? It is because the president, John Dramani Mahama, has removed Chief Justice, Her Ladyship Gertrude Tokonu, from office following recommendations from the committee set up to probe some petitions that were leveled against her. Some petitions were brought against her, and they say that their recommendation for removal is due to stated misbehavior. Stated misbehavior. And we've come to appreciate that this stated misbehavior is actually stemming from unlawful expenditure of public funds, because they say the committee held that the Chief Justice caused the Judicial Service to pay travel expenses for her husband and her daughter during private holiday trips in 2023, including per diem allowances. And they say that it was avoidable and a reckless dissipation of public funds. But you see the video on your screens. This was when she also took to the media to explain her side of the story some months ago, when she realized that it would be important that she also speak to the petitions that had been brought up against her. And she explained why she traveled with her husband and her daughter. She explained the provision within our laws that gives her the opportunity to travel with either persons and all. But well, at the end of the day, the committee says that what she did was avoidable and reckless. It was a reckless dissipation of public funds. They also cite abuse of discretionary power. The committee found that the handling of the transfer of one Mr. Baden breached Article 296 Clause A and B of the Constitution, describing the act as misbehavior and also interference in judicial appointments. The report noted that the former Chief Justice Tokonu sought to bypass the established process for nominating justices of the Supreme Court, contrary to precedent set in the Ghana Bar Association case, and the committee concluded this amounted to misbehavior. So these three findings are the legs on which the committee set up by Article 146 say that the Chief Justice ought to be removed because she misbehaved in her capacity as Chief Justice. And so far, her ladyship, Justice Gertrude Isaba Saki Tokonu, has been removed. Her ladyship, Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokonu, has been removed from her office as Chief Justice. Not only has she been removed as Chief Justice, per the signing by the President, I'd love to read that to you. She's also been removed from the bench. And it's one thing that we would also love to understand, better appreciate, to see really what is it. Is it true that as it stands, she can't be removed from the bench? Does it mean that she is now just a lawyer? Is that what it is? Does it mean that now Chief Justice is a lawyer and not a judge anymore, as many are saying? It says that, now therefore know ye all men that I, John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana and persons of the said Article 146 Clause 9, do hereby remove the said Chief Justice, Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokonu, from the office of Chief Justice and Justice of the Supreme Court, with effect from the date hereof, in witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the presidential seal to be affixed at Accra this 1st of September 2025, and it's signed John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana. And so very soon we'll also bring you conversations around all of this so that we will better appreciate what this means. But immediately, Justice Arabe Saba Saki Tokonu, Gertrude Arabe Saba Saki Tokonu, is no longer the Chief Justice of Ghana. She has been removed per the recommendations by the committee set up to investigate her. We'll come back and bring you some conversation, and so you should be tuned in here on ABC News GH so that you can appreciate all that we have for you. And like I told you, my colleague Peggy Nyakwabano is on hand. Peggy will be bringing us all of the numbers that we need to appreciate, and we would appreciate it when she comes and runs us through. But we know that 119 polling stations, 119 polling stations within Akwatia is what we are looking at, or are what we are looking at when it comes to this elections. Let's have some conversation. Paula Brampa joins us to have some more conversation on this. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you too, my sister.
I trust you're doing well.
I'm fine.
Wonderful. Well, Akwatia by-election is underway. It's just been a little over 1 hour, 45 minutes so far. With all of the information coming in, how would you assess the process up until now?
Well, let me say very good thank you to you for inviting us, CDB and Cordio, to comment on this. Let me also say that we don't have on the ground observers for this very election. So we are also relying on the information as it comes through especially some of your colleagues who are doing live coverage, and also some colleagues we have there who quickly, because they've worked with Cordio before, once a while they send in some of the information they have. So three background information I've had so far is that one, and going by the checklist we usually use for election observation, the polling stations almost all open on time. The election materials have been available in most of the places. The security presence in all the places were acknowledged. Political parties agents and the candidate agents were all present. But the usual queues that we see in general elections did not start as usual as this election, because they were reported in some instances you don't see long queues. So far so good. We've not also had any bad news since it started for almost 1 hour ago. So these are brief information that we have so far.
For this election, the Ghana Police Service has deployed a lot of its personnel into Akwatia. If for nothing, looking at what happened in Ablekuma North some few weeks ago, how do you appreciate the number of police persons that have been deployed into Akwatia? They've been there for days now, some 5,000 police personnel.
Yes, so there are two coins, two sides of the coin. In election analysis, as far as deployment of security is concerned, one is the fear of creating an intimidated atmosphere, which will deter some voters who are usually afraid of tension to go out to vote in their numbers. And two is also that it's based on experience on by-elections in the country. We can count of Akwatia, Pone, Ablekuma North, Fayoaso, West Wegon, that the police is taking precaution to ensure that they provide a safe environment for all people, whether voting staff or materials and voters, to be able to go about their voting without any fear of intimidation or harassment. So there are two coins of the same size, but if you weigh the two, well, it could create intimidating atmosphere, but also better that we provide security for those who will be able to go and vote. So that's it so far. And let me also add that in elections security deployment, there are always three issues that we look at. How do we assure the constituents and the voters in general that they will be secure, they will be safe in the election day, before, during, and after? And how do we also demonstrate that on the ground? Not only assurances, but demonstration of the assurances on the ground. Then a third aspect is the enforcement of your security plans. The first two have been adequately action on the ground. There were media engagement to assure people of it. There have been physical mounting of barriers and also at checkpoints to ensure that people go in and out are scrutinized to ensure that they don't carry any offensive weapons. So these are done. We are left yet to see how the enforcement aspect during the elections and after may stand. But so far, I think the security is okay.
The elections, did CDD have any interactions with the security agencies? Did you have any interactions with the two major political parties who are heavily represented in Akwatia at the moment? It looks like the full force of both political parties are within Akwatia at the moment.
Not directly with for the security, no, not at all. But political parties, not directly. Only that we meet their representatives during media discussion, and I, for one, have met with the NPP, NDC, media communications, and some of the executives in various media interactions, and the same usual thing that we see, as you said, the preaching of peace, and they're also monitoring their rhetorics and advising that the guide against any statements that can degenerate into causing fear and panic or violence along the electoral process. We also preach peace, and then you saw the demonstration of that yesterday, where the Peace Council wanted to sign a peace pact among the parties. We also have been monitoring even their own internal approach to the elections. So this is how far we've gone with the political parties, but not direct interaction with them as the Peace Council tried to do yesterday.
Since you bring in the Peace Council, the NPP raised concerns about the Peace Council. They said that they came to the meeting that the Peace Council had called for, only for the Peace Council not to show up as expected. And so they have expressed really grave dissatisfaction in them. How worrying is it that a council like the Peace Council will fall out of favor with one of the major political parties at a period like this? Because we can always rely on the Peace Council to step in and be the cool head, the voice of reason if things become murky or quite agitated. And so how worrying is this situation, and how quickly can the Peace Council address this situation?
Well, I did not say and understand it that way of favoritism or biases towards one political party. From what I heard from Samia Uku this morning on one of their sister radio stations, the MPP's concern was the fact that whilst they brought in the top hierarchy of the executive members to discuss and sign the pact, the NDC brought in constituency executives, which to them do not commit to the actual intent of the pact they were about to sign. And they do not actually give any seriousness to the pact. So that was the argument Samia Uku was saying. In fact, he went ahead to say that the MPP is ever ready to sit down with the top hierarchy who will be nominated to discuss the peace pact and sign, but not with the lower rank executive officers. Well, I think I seem to agree with them because this is has come about because of the fear of the environment, and therefore we need commitment from the party, and in that it should be somebody who takes decision for the party and not somebody who is at the downstairs implementing decision. Okay. If we are marking the equality of the status of the people, the Peace Council have done better to have called the top executive. For example, I was part of the committee that supported the Peace Council to draft the the Code of Conduct for the political party in 2019. And we had John Bodu then signing, we had the Honorable Akwatia then signing. So you always need the top hierarchy, the decision makers, to commit to peace pact so that when it comes, you can hold the party to task from the head office.
But since this is an election within a constituency, at the end of the day, it's the members or the electorate within the constituency can better appreciate their constituency leadership better than they would even appreciate the national leadership, because they have a first-hand relationship with them. And so with situations like this, wouldn't it be better it be local, since we always say that all politics is local?
You've made a point there, but you also have to ask yourself, some of the problems we had in 2024 elections ended up in the headquarters. Some of the results were collated at police training school at Tesano. Some of them came to the national office, and it was led by the national executive officers. So yes, it would have been better with decentralized authority, with decentralized commitment, with decentralized responsibility. But it's also important to commit the party in general to such a process.
Well, but moving forward, this is a by-election we are seeing. Many have said that the conduct of this by-election is and its successful conclusion will become the template by which we are able to conduct other by-elections in the future. We know there is Tamale Central ahead of us. The NPP says they would not be contesting, and so if it is only the NDC, we will not be maybe seeing all of the strength that we are seeing so far. But granted that there are other by-elections that will follow later, how important is the success of Akwatia to those by-elections that will come later?
Two things. One, I wouldn't endorse going forward using heavy security to protect by-elections. I will endorse redesigning better strategies that will reduce the cost of deployment of security to protect by-elections. In other jurisdictions, you don't even see security. I just returned from Seychelles with the African Union, and you don't even see security around. I'm going there again for the national elections in this September 27th. And when you even ask the security, sometimes they laugh that why do we have to go there? They ask you. So I want us to reduce the cost of security in elections, where we design very effective polling station style that will reduce the pressure at polling stations, put in place mechanisms. For example, in 2016, CDD Ghana and DIPD, the Danish Institute for Parties and Democrats, supported the Jurassic Chedumase. You know, it's also another case, just like Akwatia. The strategy we developed was that we don't allow unregistered vehicles, don't allow motorbikes, whether registered or not. We don't allow unbranded vehicles to even distribute food items. We restrict number of people access to the polling station, whether you're a chief or not. And anybody who goes to the polling station for any support, whether you are distributing food, water, you need to wear a special badge. So we did all this in 2016. In 2020, sorry, we did not record any single violence on the Jurassic Chedumase by-election. We did not deploy heavy security, but we're able to manage it. I expect some of these things to happen so that we reduce the intimidating atmosphere of police presence, heavy police presence, and also reduce the cost of deploying police personnel to the station. Other than that, if we are able to successfully manage this one, devoid of violence, devoid of harassment, devoid of destruction of election material as we saw in 2024, then definitely we'll put this as a measure going forward, but in a different form of security deployment.
Okay. Well, let me hold you on for just a while, Mr. Brampa, and bring in Salam Insia. He is a senior analyst at the Global Info Analytics. Let me pick some thoughts from him from the polling angle of it. I'll come back and have some more conversation with you, sir.
All right, sure.
Well, thank you. Salam, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning here on ABC News Ghana.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
The last time we spoke, Salam, you said that we should be expecting your last poll just days before the election begins. And indeed, we have seen your latest poll, putting the NDC's Bernard Bediako ahead of NPP's Solomon Asumedu. Bernard Bediako is hovering around 53%, whereas Solomon Asumedu at 47%. This is a gap. What is contributing to this gap that we saw in your polls?
Yeah, thanks for having me. So, what's contributing to the gap is per our poll, we see that Solomon, the MPP candidate, is underperforming in the biggest electoral areas. That's Takwase, Boedua East and West, New Wenchi. So, he's dropped from the last baseline poll we took to now. He's dropped close to about 60%. So that's accounting for for the performance of Solomon now. And the thing too is that Bernard is also overperforming compared to Yadom, that's the 2020 candidates. So basically, there is the underperformance of Solomon that is brought him down to that.
Interesting that Bernard, who came in quite later than Solomon, is the one making the waves. One would have thought that the fact that he came to displace the former parliamentary candidate would rather lose him some favor in the sight of the electorate. What is accounting for his popularity? Even though, one, he's coming in quite later than Solomon, two, the candidate he displaced is a candidate who stood in 2024, and the NDC said that ideally he won the election, but for manipulations from the NPP and the EC. And so if this is somebody the NDC felt had won the election, how could it be that he was able to displace him and again become even more popular than him?
Yeah, the fact that they are saying they felt he won and they didn't bring him makes that position questionable, right? Because logically, if you say the person won and now and it was stolen, and now there's a by-election and you think that person is not suitable, or the prime minister didn't bring that person up again, then maybe that suggestion is questionable, or probably Bernard was a better candidate. So it could be one of the two. Now, the issue is that, you see, the constituency, the party affiliation, NPP is about close to like, I think, between 5 to 10% more than NDC people. But the thing is, the NDC candidate has like about 95% of NDC people, whilst the NPP candidate has about 70% of NPP people. And the NDC candidate is getting about 20% of NPP, whilst NPP's candidate getting about within 3 to 5%. So that's all accounting for the performance of Bernard, the NDC candidate there. So you have to look at it holistically. What is happening? If a candidate is performing or underperforming, you have to look at why, and then the reason could be myriad. It could be that he's doing well amongst his base and also getting more of the crossover votes from the other party, the other leading opponent. Then it's also getting more floating voters than the other candidates. So these are all the things accounting for the performance of the NDC candidate.
Well, but again, the NPP believes that this is a constituency that is theirs. You look at you look at the history of the constituency. The NPP has done quite better than the NDC with regards with the person who's always won the parliamentary seat. At this point where the NDC is doing better per your polls, what long-term indications are you picking from it?
You see, when we bring the polls, some of my NPP folks, they don't seem to take it as serious. You see, party affiliation between last year and now, NPP has decreased close to 10%. NDC has increased 10%. Okay, that is between NDC moved from like 32 to now 42. NPP is around that. Okay, so the margin means that some NPP people have moved now to NDC, probably maybe moderate, disgruntled NPP people. More floating voters tend to lean NDC now. So you see, when you are underperforming in a certain constituency, don't just look at the historical, okay? The historical will give you where you have come from, but what is more important is the current, because the current is what will determine your performance now and in the...
Hello, Salam. Well, we seem to have lost Salam in Sia there. We will establish contact with him so that we can appreciate it. Hello, Salam.
Is to get us.
Sam, we lost you at moderate disgruntlement when you were talking about some MPP persons probably swinging to the NDC. Hello, Salam. Well, we will do well to establish contact with him. We seem to be having some network challenges when we establish contact with Salam, so he can give us some more from what the Global Info Analytics is picking from the Akwatia constituency. But we still have with us the programs officer at CDD Ghana, Paul Abrampa. Mr. Abrampa, thank you so much for your patience and your time. Let me pick some more thoughts from you so that we can let you go. Looking at the trend of voting in Akwatia and where we have come to so far with this by-election, how are you expecting that this election strengthens our electoral process as a people?
Well, so Akwatia, as I said earlier, it's a case study on its own. With the exception of the next 2 elections, all elections in Akwatia have been associated or linked with one form or the other of tension and violence. And you remember the last election itself resulted in a court, decided in court. So the Akwatia geographical location being a resource-endowed constituency, having more youth, people who have migrated from other regions to that place, bringing it to multi-ethnic, multi-tribal constituency itself has its own challenges. And therefore, it's no news that usually Akwatia is always in the news on conducting by-election. And I believe that's also the more reason why the police force wants to establish its superiority on the environment to ensure that nothing untoward happens. I'm expecting that for once Akwatia people prove us wrong, behave in a way that whatever demanded the heavy security in their constituency, painting a bad picture across the globe, is erased in future elections. So probably Akwatia voters, Akwatia constituents, the traditional authorities, the opinion leaders will take this opportunity to advise their constituents to behave in a manner that they will write a better script this time around, and we'll all be happy that for once Akwatia has gone through a very competitive elections. It's always competitive because it's been a strange constituency. Out of the 9 elections, NPP has won 5, the NDC has won 4, and therefore you can imagine the reception of the one that Amasi won, which widened the gap to about 5,000. Almost all the rest had recorded around 1,000. It means the vote margin has not been that wide, and therefore it's a strange vote that every political party, each of the 2 political parties, has the opportunity to win. That itself brings attention, but Akwatia people should let us write a better script about them this time.
Mr. Brampa, thank you so much. We'll look forward to coming back. It's going to be a very long day, and so in the course of the day, we'll come back and have some more conversations with you.
It's a pleasure, my sister.
Thank you. Paul Abrampa is the programs officer at CDD Ghana. Let me go back to Salam Intia of Global Info Analytics. He joins us back again. Hello, Salam.
Hi, sorry.
We lost you when...
I had to pick a second. Yeah.
All right, we understand. We lost you when you were talking about some voters or supporters or members of the NPP having shifted their stance from the NPP to the NDC, and for that we are seeing some of these changes when it comes to the NPP's numbers.
Yeah, so I'm saying that, you see, when you are looking at how a candidate or a certain election is going, in the poll it will show. It will show. I mean, and the cross-tab you look at, how is the candidate performing among his base? How is the candidate, how much is that candidate getting from the other party, and vice versa? How much of the floating voters are each of them getting? That will give you a sense of what is happening and how the election will go. So basically, that's the basic things that we check. And and it looks a bit challenging for MPP now, what we see in our polling.
Do you think that things would have been better for the NPP had they maintained Amase from when she entered parliament?
Well, okay. You see, every election is unique, right? In 2016, Amase won with like around 57%, because it was a change election. To 2016, there was a change, so a swing comes with it. There's a certain percentage that will swing towards the opposition party. Aside that, she is also popular there. I understand that the husband is also NDC side, and so you can see how maybe she could get a bit more crossover NDC voters plus the MPP base and all that. Now, moving forward, there was a certain rift between Amase group and the others, okay? That might have fractured the party along the line. But now, what we are looking at is that per our polling matchup, the first poll that we did, Solomon was matching up better than Amase respect to Bernard. So it's not necessarily that Amase would have been better, but probably maybe they could have gotten somebody, maybe they could have casted the net wider. You know, some of these things, when you are picking, sometimes they say, oh, the guy is popular, but you ask yourself, what are they using to measure the popularity? Is it because the people know your name, or are you doing a very scientific internal polling to determine that? Sometimes it doesn't come out that way. The fact that people know you, they know your name, your household name, doesn't necessarily mean that they will. So if you don't do a very good internal polling to find out, you might not necessarily come out there with the best candidate. And the other thing is that when your candidates are underperforming, it's not necessarily always your candidate. It could always be that the other candidate is better than you. Maybe you brought your best foot for it, but the other candidate is much more superior than you. He's garnering more votes. The base is more united, and yours is not as united as it is. So there are a lot of dynamics that comes with how a candidate performs or doesn't perform. And we have to take it holistically and look at it.
Just hold you on for a little bit and go back to Akwatia. My colleague Samuel is there to bring us some more updates. Hello, Sammy. Hello, Sammy. Well, we know that Samuel is at the Coalition Center at the moment to see how things are shaping up there, because you know that at the end of the day, after counting has been done at the various polling stations, coalition will be done at the constituency's Coalition Center, and that is where declaration will be made. And so we want to see what's happening there, how things are shaping up there to better appreciate what's happening. But today, like we told you earlier, we'll be bringing you everything you need to know about Akwatia. Hello, Sammy. Hello, Samuel. Well, we will do well to establish contact with Sammy and then come back so you can appreciate what's happening there. Hello, Sammy.
Hello, Abena, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? And if you can, tell us where you are and what we should be seeing.
Right. So I am currently at the Junior Staff Club polling station just beside the Coalition Center here at the Akwatia constituency. The Coalition Center is empty because we are expecting that at the end of the day, when vote is counted at all the 119 polling stations, they will be brought to the Coalition Center to be sorted and collated to declare who the winner for this by-election is. But after passing through the Coalition Center, there's just a polling station beside the Coalition Center by name Junior Staff Club Coalition Center. Now we passed there to see what is the situation, and I can report that everything here has been smooth so far. The police have also been well represented at this polling station. If you are counting, you can count who are seated in and around the polling station here at the Junior Staff. at the Junior Staff Club in beside the Coalition Center. The voter turnout here is a bit higher than what we saw at the Bogia Polling Station 1 and 2. As I stepped in, a little over 100 votes. We counted about 115 votes has been cast out of some 400 plus voters who are expected to cast their vote. So you see that the turnout is a bit higher at this polling station than the others that we have visited. Abna, let me quickly have some engagement because I have with me a polling station agent for the parliamentary candidate for the LPG, the Liberal Party of Ghana, the Kofi Akwalu's party, and he's here to tell me what is the assessment of the voting proceedings at the Junior Staff Club polling station. You're welcome to ABC News, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Tell me, you are a polling station agent. How has voting been? How many people have casted the vote per your count?
For now, we had 116 who have casted their ballots already. And we are still in the process. As you can see, they are still coming. So for now, we have 116.
Out of how many people are expected to vote today?
Out of 479.
Okay. So 116 out of 479. But the voting, how has it been? Has it been peaceful? Have you recorded any incidents here? Has the electoral materials been working? I know you're a polling station agent. Has all the electoral materials been working effectively here?
Yeah, for our place there, as you can see, the process is going on smoothly. There was no incident. We have incident-free election so far. So as for our center here, everybody is doing his or her work perfectly. When you take the EC officials, they are doing their work. You can see the police officers, they are cooperating with us very well. So far, our place, we have not encountered any challenge yet.
You've not encountered any challenge yet, but the numbers you are seeing, do you expect to see more? Are you excited with the numbers in terms of the number of people who are voting? The 116 out of 478, right? Yes. Do you think it's a high number, or you expect more numbers to come in as the day go by?
Mostly, or most of the time, if it is by-election, people normally doesn't have interest in it because of the tendency for violence and those things. But for this particular police station, as at 9, we are now going to 10. By looking at the numbers, it can tell us that we'll have a higher percentage of turnout. Looking at so far 100 and over. So we are expecting more people to come and cast their vote or come and express their franchise.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, so that I can relieve you to go and continue with your agent's duties. So that is the police station agent for the Liberal Party of Ghana. Abna, so the LPG have also given a candidate in this election. So it is not just the NPP and NDC as it is being reported widely. The LPG has also filed a candidate here at the Akwatia by-election, and so at this police station they have an agent for the LPG as well. And like I mentioned, the police is visible across all across the area, because this is also the coalition center. It's just a minute away from the coalition center, so you can see a lot of policemen here and there. I've also cited a man in the military uniform, but we know that military are on standby from the police headquarters, and what the IGP has been saying, that they have stand by the military. They will not deploy military until it is necessary, and that's what is the arrangement in terms of security. But the policemen here are in their numbers, and it is expected, because this is a coalition center. At the other police stations that we visited, you saw a bit of low numbers in terms of police, but you could still see that at each police station you could count about 10 policemen. But this particular police station, if I'm counting by what I'm seeing, you can count over 20 to 30 plus policemen at this police station, and everything has been smooth so far.
I wanted us to dwell on the police presence, and I'm glad you brought that in. You've mentioned how intense or how much there's police presence at the Coalition Center across Akwatia and the number of police that were deployed into the area. Have you seen the presence of the police change the way people are going about their duties, or it's like an everyday process where you wake up, you go to your work, you do this, you do that? Are you seeing any changes in the lives, or have the people of Akwatia mentioned whether the presence of the police have caused any changes for them?
Not at all, not at all. From the engagement we've had, a lot of the residents and electorate here say they do not fear anything. They are not perturbed by the presence of the policemen at the various polling stations and even in the town itself. At every corner of the town, you see police barriers stationed to ensure security is duly in place. However, the electorate say they are not perturbed, they are not moved, because they some believe that if they are not conducting any act of violence, then they have no qualms with the policemen or any security service they see on the way. So it is just people going about their normal duties, not perturbed by the police presence here. And what we also understand is that is not preventing people to come out to vote. If people will not vote, perhaps it might not be due to the heavy police presence. The polling stations we've monitored, we'll go and monitor other polling stations to see what the update is really, Abena. But the coalition center is well ready. Everything is arranged. The tents, the canopies, all set. Everything is well in place at the coalition center to receive the 119 polling station ballots that will come in at the end of voting today, 5 p.m. Abena.
Sammy. Well, thank you so much. We'll look forward to you bringing us some more, especially conversations with residents of Akwatia. Thank you, Sammy. We'll come back. And so my colleague Samuel Nyimagbo in Akwatia at the Coalition Center in the constituency, and like he says, the residents are going about their duties, their regular daily activities. The presence of the police is not affecting their day-to-day activities at all. Let's continue our conversation with Salam Insia, senior analyst at the Global Info Analytics. Salam, I come back to you. Thank you so much for your time. Hello, Salam. Okay, well, we will do well and bring you some more conversation from the Global Info Analytics and all other guests that we have lined up for you today at for the Akwatia by-election. And during the program too, we will open the phone lines for you. I know that you always look forward to speaking with us. We have some comments on Facebook already, and I will be reading those comments for you very shortly. But we'll open the phone line so that you can call and share your thoughts with us on Akwatia, and also the removal of CJ Gertrude Arabaisa Abasaki Tokonu from her office as Chief Justice. And so when it's time, I'll open the phone lines. You call us on 053-916-1609, 053-916-1609, 053-916-1609, so that we can better appreciate what you two have to say about what has happened at the judiciary and also what is happening today at Akwatia. And so you are not left out of it at all, because it is your voice that matters and your voice alone we want to hear. But this is what is happening at Akwatia so far. It is a by-election. It is a by-election that is happening in Akwatia. Solomon Asumedu of the NPP and Bernard Bediako of the NDC. Now we also understand that LPG, the Liberal Party of Ghana, led by Kofi Akpaloo, have also presented a candidate. They have also presented a candidate, and so their candidate is also on the ballot paper. But we'll see how it goes. So far, Global Info Analytics have made us understand that per their polls that they have conducted, the NDC the NDC's candidate is leading above the NPP's candidate. Bernard Bediako of the NDC with some 52% and Solomon Asumedu of the NPP with some 47%. At the end of the day, we'll see how that goes. Samia Uku of the NPP says that the end of the day, the election results will be a better polls to tell what the people of Akwatia need or want and who they want to represent them. We'll see how it goes. But the NDC's message is this. Vote for a candidate that can bring you development. And by development, they mean a candidate whose party is in power. And so since they are in power, the people of Akwatia should look at voting for Bernard Bediako. The NPP also says that, you know what, the best tribute you can give to your MP that has passed, Ernest Yakumi, is to vote for Solomon Asumedu and allow Solomon Asumedu to continue the good work that Ernest Yakumi was doing. Who will the people of Akwatia listen to and give their vote to? We'll see at the end of the day. But Salam Insia joins us back again. Hello, Salam. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Hello. Thanks for having me once again.
Yes. So, Salam, we're looking at the parties and what also informs voting. You mentioned how the NPP have lost some favor with some of their supporters, and so for that reason, you are seeing the effect. Again, the NPP, how would they need, I mean, from your polls that you have done over the years, and even at least over the last 1 year, how would the NPP have to organize itself for their base, for their supporters to fall in love with them once again?
Well, okay, thanks for having me once again. Okay, so I mean, for we as posters, I mean, we just come and inform you what the people are telling us, right? The NPP knows their supporters better, right? They know for every police station or even every hamlet or every household who is there and what might have contributed to low enthusiasm and all that. So they will have to do the groundwork. They will have to first find out what the issue is. It could be myriad. It could be they are disappointed with maybe the party not meeting their expectation. Maybe a candidate did something to the person. Maybe they feel they were sidelined upon all the work they did. The primaries maybe might have fractured the party better so much that some are still struggling to come back to the fold. It also could be that the NDC might have been a little bit attractive for some of them because maybe some of them might be angling for position. Or I mean, so it could be myriad. They will have to do the groundwork. They will have to do the heavy lifting to find out what is actually the issue. But it could be a myriad of issues.
Well, with the way things are also shaping up in Akwatia, Salam, the numbers where Sami was just at the moment a few minutes ago at the coalition center, they have seen quite a better turnout than the other polling stations they went to. You mentioned Boedia as one of the places where the NDC was doing better. But in Boedia, the numbers are not up there. The numbers are not encouraging for a polling station that could also add up to determining who becomes the NP. And so for some of the major polling stations that could be determinant, if the turnout is low, how do you see it impact the overall election results?
Yeah, okay, so let me just say that our polling, we had two models, right? We had a likely voter model, that is all voters and discounting those who say they will not vote. Then we had a committed voter model. That's basically asking people just without giving them options who you vote for. So if you realize the committed voter model did not have undecided voters because that one is about just asking the person who you vote for. Like asking those who already know who they will vote for and to confirm who they will vote for. So that will not account for the undecided. But in a way, in a proxy way, it's accounted for if you compare the likely voter model and the committed voter model. Okay, so for us, we poll those who said they will turn out. If it happens that the turnout from one side or the other, it's so much that it supersedes what we expect, then it could more or less increase our error margin. But for now, we don't see. We are also on the ground, so we are also doing some exit polling. So we will see by the end of the day.
Some exit polling. Well, Sam, we'll leave you for now and come back and pick up the conversation from here when we come back to you. Sure. Thank you so much for your time this morning, Salam.
Thanks for having me.
Salam Minsia, Senior Analyst at Global Info Analytics. We've been conducting some interviews at Akwatia. We've been conducting some interviews, and so very soon, when my producer gives me the green light, we'll take you back to Akwatia so that you can appreciate the conversations we've been having up until now. But let's take a quick break. When we return, we'll bring you more here on ABC News Ghana. This is still the Poll Center. We are interspersing the Poll Center with ABC in the morning, and like I told you, we'll give you the opportunity to speak on Akwatia and also speak on the removal of the Chief Justice, Gertrude Isaba Arabasaki Tokonu. When we open the phone lines on 0539161609. When I return and we are bringing you more, I would also read your comments that we have received on Facebook. Stay with us. This is ABC News GH.
Playing for your country, easy. Scoring, easy. Avoiding injuries, easy. Winning, easy, Charlie. But you know what be easy now? Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. As I be street footballer, Gary at the top. Now we are 10 star boy. Still Gary at the top. I travel go abroad. Kivo Gary at the top. Kivo Gary. He the bio. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Rent back with the beer open. Come on, come see what? Wait, this guy. My friend, still before.
Wait, Telecel too much money promo. This is Kadeviera. Now what you Viera? Alpha, the Achadia Cassia Nagasa. 1.2 million Ghana cedis for Telecel cash, stock credit, and a bundle. Nejin a year, Dinkunima Cassim. Dale staff of friended hash, and now call Telecel play up also. Now for who Jimubi, that shall say Dinkunimo, Telecel too much money promo nim. It's a Shayaka crackdown. You may DNL in a show to your characters lottery platform also.
Amacho, Sisanya Manako. When is campaign? Sisanya Manako. If you're a baby, many scared no. If you know, Meto Chiaka. Intiane, one no banum baby amobeda. Oh, no, Becca. You did too much money. No matter.
Telecel, connecting energies.
The glam we see, the characters we love, they've got stories untapped, events untold, the sequence and details of the experiences unheard.
To my dad, I'm the stubborn one. To my mom, he's the stubborn one.
To the first management that I got, I think I was made to exercise a whole year.
Hey, I'm 20. All I know is how to have sex.
I was out of contract for 4 years.
The pain, the agony, the frustration, they made my depression worse.
Kimori,
yes. The hospital doesn't have a mortuary. We would have to take the baby in a box and then get rid of the body ourselves.
Sometimes I say something and they take it out of context and they bash my husband, they bash my family.
But hey, they survived, and they're here to chronicle their journey with me, Miss G,
on ABC News GA. Gino Magic Pepper and Onion, a delicious tomato mix with tomato, pepper and onion. No grinding, no blending. Ya yenina da da da. So pa mediane no abe. Come on, Gino, do your magic. And papa no kunu abe feeling.
Tasty magic.
Gino Magic Pepper and Onion. The magic that brings them home.
This advert is FDA approved.
Show off your best skin this Harmattan with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion with 5-in-1 Complete Care. The deeply nourishing formula prevents your skin from drying out with precious cocoa butter and deep moisture for smooth and healthy looking skin. Love your skin this Harmattan with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa 5-in-1 Complete Care.
This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine a sport without rules, a game without passion, an arena without chance. What drives the champions? What fuels the rivalry? What separates the winners from the rest in the world of sports?
On the show, we shall start by interrogating your athlete health matters with expert insight from our renowned medical professionals, providing you with actionable advice and cutting-edge knowledge to prevent injuries and optimize performance. Then we'll connect you to the talking points where we'll bring you the big names, the famous faces, and leading voices on our radar in the world of sports for a lively conversation and diverse perspective.
Eugene Soti, your chief data guy on the talking points. On the African Tracker, I'll break down the performance of your favorite African players abroad, scrutinizing every detail and exploring the nuances and rules governing the game.
Meet us in your area for Area Take as we plug into sports perspective and hear your thoughts on every play of the game.
On Ghana Focus, we shall spotlight our domestic leagues and heroes of other sporting disciplines.
I'm James Markion, your go-to expert for everything local. I'll review the fixtures from the locker room to the pitch and from the management to the fans. I've got you covered.
Oh la la! Don't miss out on the double excitement. It's a fun pack, pulsating and complete wrap of everything in sports, from boxing to football, tennis, NBA and more. Sports World on ABC with Victor and the team as every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Sports World on ABC. Sports beyond borders.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah. Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now, add your Gino jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so good. Tasty near.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
Rent back with the beer open. Come on, come see you. Hey, wait, this guy. My friend,
Wait, tell us too much money promo. This is Kadeviara. Now what you biara? Afe the Achadia Cassia Nagasa. 1.2 million Ghana cedis for Telecel cash, stock credit, and a bundle. Nejina ye din kunima kasim. Dale star 500 hash. I'm not called Telecel play up no so. Now for who Jimubi. Na sha said din kunimo. Telecel too much money promo nim. It's a shaya kakra down. You may DNL in a show to your characters lottery platform no so.
Amacho, sister no man ko. When escaping, sister no man ko. If you're a baby, many schedule no. If you know, meto etiaka. Inti ene, uno ba no mpe baby amobeda. Oh no abeka. You did too much money. No matter.
Telecel, connecting energies.
The glam we see, the characters we love, they've got stories, stories untapped, events untold, the sequence and details of the experiences unheard.
To my dad, I'm the stubborn one. To my mom, he's the stubborn one.
To the first management that I got, I think I was made to like exercise like a whole year.
Hey, I'm 20. All I know is how to have sex.
I was out of contract for 4 years.
The pain, the agony, the frustration.
They made my depression worse. Kim worried.
Yes. The hospital doesn't have a mortuary. We would have to take the baby in a box and then get rid of the body ourselves.
Sometimes I say something and they take it out of context and they bash my husband, they bash my family.
But hey, they survived and they're here to chronicle their journey with me, Miss G,
on ABC News GA.
back. You're still watching ABC News GH, and we're bringing you the poll center. Today is the by-election in Akwatia constituency. NPP Solomon Asmedu and NDC's Bernard Bediako are going at it to see who becomes the MP for Akwatia following the death of Ernestia Okumi, the MP of Akwatia. We'll take you back to Akwatia so you can appreciate what is happening there. Like I told you, we will be opening the phone line so that you can call and share your thoughts with us. 053-916-1609. But this moment, let's go to Akwatia. My colleague Khadija is there to bring us some more information in Akwatia. Hello, Khadija.
Hi, Abina. Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning, Khadija. Where are you and what can you report?
All right, Abina. I'm at Bodia Asamankese Station. Voting is still ongoing.
Khadija, we are listening
can you
to
hear
you.
Me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead. We are listening to you.
Yes, voting is still ongoing. I'm here at the Bodia Asamankese. There are 2 polling stations. At the bar terminal, there are 625 expected voters. According to the presiding officer, so far about 120 have voted. And with the other polling station at the station here, 125 people have also voted so far. Just recently, just a while ago, the IGP, Yohunu, was around to inspect the electoral process. Same time, the spokesperson for the National Chief Imam was also around to inspect and monitor the voting process. He commended the IGP for the security arrangement so far. A while ago, one young man was arrested for some electoral damages to the ballot paper, but he's been arrested by the police officers here. At the moment, the security here is very calm. There's no chaos whatsoever. The police are on ground. The electoral officers are also doing their work, and electorates are in queue to cast their votes.
Okay. Well, but does it look like the turnout at the Bodia Asamankese polling station is quite a good one? Because we have realized that in some other polling stations the turnout hasn't been encouraging at all. How is it looking at the Bodia Asamankese station?
Well, here at the Bodia Asamankese polling station, there are quite a number of voters. As I speak to you now, there are a number of them in the queue. So it tells us that there are a number of people. The voting turnout here is not, there are lots of electorates here in line voting. So we don't say that the voting turnout here is not many, as indicated in other polling stations, Abina.
All right. Well, Khadija, thank you. But don't go away. Let me also bring in Sami and find out where he is at the moment and appreciate what's happening there. Hello, Sami. Hello, Sami.
See, Sunday here.
Hello, Sami. Well, my colleague Samuel Nyimando will also bring us what's happening where he is. Would appreciate where he is. Earlier, he was at he was at the Coalition Center. Hello, Sami. Sami,
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Where are you at the moment, and what can you report?
All right. So we're at the Akwatia lorry station, another lorry station, and there are 2 polling stations here. We have the Akwatia bus stop station and the lorry station polling station. So these 2 polling stations are this location where I am now. Earlier, we got reports that there was a bit of mishap happening here, and just not at this polling station, but a bit closer to the police station, which is the NDC's constituency headquarters. There was some issues there that led to the arrest of some people at the location, and as a result, it has brought a bit of attention to the area or to the polling station. So a bit of more security men have been deployed to this place. So if you look at my back there, you can see a lot of security men scattered around, trying to ensure that the place is secured. I've engaged the agents and the electoral officers of these two polling stations. The turnout is still low at the polling station just here, which is the bus stop lorry station. The turnout as at that time was just 75 out of some 400 plus votes. But at the other station, which is the lorry station, polling station, the turnout was a bit high. They had over 100. They had about 105 votes out of 575 votes that is expected to be cast. So the turnout at these two stations have been a bit low. But Abna, what I want to do now is I want to try and see if I can engage some of the voters or the electorate who are here. You see that they keep coming here in their numbers. Some are passing by, some are standing to monitor the situation. Some are standing to monitor the situation. I've been a very fine gentleman here, dressed in the colors of the National Democratic Congress. Hello, good morning. You are welcome to ABC News Ghana.
Good morning to. How are you, my brother?
Thank you. I'm fine. Are you a voter in this constituency?
No, I am an observer. I came to Accra. I'm in Accra. I came to this constituency yesterday.
Okay, so you are here specifically to observe the process.
Exactly.
Okay. Now tell me, what has your observation been so far of the process?
Oh well, all what I can say is that the election started on a peaceful note. The turnout is not encouraging, but it is too early yet for us to be saying something about the turnout. What I can say is that some few skirmishes happened, not in this police station, at Akwatia, where our party office is, but it has been resolved. We hope that it will be like that till the end of the process.
Yes, we understand some people were arrested. Can you confirm to us?
Well, that's what I also heard, but I was not there present to see whether it is true or not. But there were some skirmishes that halted the election for some minutes. Yeah.
All right. But so far at the other polling station, I think I met you at the Bodia polling station at the bus stop there. What is your assessment of what is happening at the other polling stations?
I must confess that most of the police stations that I've visited, I mean, they've comported themselves very well, and I hope all the police stations will behave like that, because they are very peaceful. You know, people are coming to cast their vote without any intimidation or whatsoever.
Yeah. Finally, before I let you go, you are dressed in the color, in the party colors, which is not allowed. Per the electoral laws, you are not supposed to be campaigning on the election day or show colors of the party during the electoral process. Do you know about that?
I'm aware about that, but this shirt, I don't think it's an NDC shirt. This is something that in 2024 elections that was printed for John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama is not on the ballot paper today. So you are not seeing the emblem, you are not seeing anything. The only thing you are saying is that John Mahama and my t-shirt, my white top. Very nice NDC white top.
So you think you are not violating the law here?
No. I don't have any t-shirt inscription by the candidate's name or whatsoever. You understand me?
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. So, Abna, that is one electoral observer all the way from Accra, trying to observe how the election is going so far.
I'm interested in the fact that he says he's not violating any law because he's wearing a t-shirt that has John Mahama inscribed in it. But it has NDC colors, doesn't it?
Yes, Abna, but we'll try. Abna, he has NDC colors. He says that it's just the John Dramani Mahama's emblem and not the NDC colors. But Abna, if you give us a minute, we'll try to address an issue, and then we'll try and engage more of the voters and electorate at this polling station. So if you can pardon me and give me just a minute to sort out that.
That's fine. We'll come back to you, Sammy. Thank you. Khadija is on the line. I'll go back to Khadija and then come back and appreciate what more is happening at the Akwatia lorry station. Khadija, are you still with me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Right. So let's go back to Buedua Samankasa station and what is happening there. Are there any observers, any residents, any voters that we can have some conversations with concerning the elections?
Just a while ago, the police truck has pulled up and they are offloading police barricades, checkpoints with the inscription police checkpoints. They are offloading it to where the presiding officers and electoral officers are currently working. We can see some party executives and police station agents also observing whatever that is happening at the moment. I can also see the police presence have increased at the Buedua Samankasa station.
Well, would really love to speak with some observers who are around, some residents who are going about their regular duties. Since it is a station, obviously there will be drivers and all. Let's find out from the drivers how work is shaping up today. Are they getting enough passengers, or have the numbers dwindled because it is an election day? So you can let us know how it's also looking at with regard to work. Today is a Tuesday, and obviously a working day. People will go about their duties, and so would love to pick what's happening on that front too, Khadija.
All right, so I'm here with one of the constituents of this constituency, and he is done casting his vote, and the Pacho ABC News. Pacho voting electoral process and young police over baby. Do you feel intimidated by the police presence?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who got to about challenges or how be challenges they need to say. Okay, then we bisa say who got to about who di lama got to about na unya how be say yeah.
Khadija, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, Khadija, we are unable to hear the voice of your interviewee, and so we'll give you just a moment to sort a few things out, and we'll come back to you.
Just give me a second. You're gonna hear him soon.
Thank you. At Buedua Samankasa, where she's bringing us all that we need to know at the polling station. She tells us that a police truck has arrived and is offloading some police barricades at the polling station. We know these security, the safety in Akwatia. The IGP is also on ground. It tells you that Akwatia is a very important day. However, well, we'll come to that one. There's a concern about turning all of our attention to Akwatia when other parts of the country, especially in the northern part of the country, we are seeing some insecurity situation there. And so are we prioritizing election over those conflict situations? We'll look at those, that too very, very soon as part of our bulletins so that we can appreciate. But let me go back to my colleague, Samuel Yimado. Sami, are you with me? Right. So, well, you asked us to give you a moment. We are back to you.
Yes, so I'm still at the polling station here, and I want to try and engage some of the electorate. And behind me is a party office for the National Democratic Congress, and a lot of their supporters are also there. I would be going there to also try and engage them of what they make of today's electoral process. But I have with me a gentleman that I want to first engage. Good morning, sir, and you're welcome to ABC News Ghana.
Yeah, morning, boss.
Do you vote in this electoral polling station?
Yes, please. I vote around here.
Have you voted?
No, please.
Why haven't you voted?
Oh, I'm just waiting for a little while for the pressure here to calm down before I'll cast my own.
But I don't see anybody in the queue. The queues are virtually empty. Why aren't you going to join and just cast your votes and then go home and later come back in the evening?
Oh, I know, but I just want to look about something, just one or two things, then I will be go and cast my vote. So I know there is nobody casting their vote now, but I'll vote my vote. I will vote it today. But I want to wait for a little while and check the environment. When he sees there are policemen and everybody is scattering, going here, coming here. So I just want to wait for a little while to see what is going on, what is coming before I will do my own.
Is it that you are intimidated by the police presence or the movement of the police here?
No, I'm not intimidated anything that they are doing. I think they are just doing their work. It's just like they are protecting us. It's like go and vote and go home and be free. Nothing for you to scare of because they are with us already.
Okay.
Yes, so I don't think nothing is scared for.
All right.
them.
Thank you very much, Abena. So that is one electorate. He has yet to cast his vote at this polling station. But Abena, like I mentioned, you can see the NDC supporters here in their numbers seated and waiting. I don't know if they have casted their votes yet. But let me try and engage some of them here on the show. Madam, good morning. You are welcome to ABC News Ghana. Good morning.
Morning. Hi.
Do you vote in this polling station?
No, I'm from Accra.
You are from Accra, so you also flew from Accra here
to come and support them.
Okay, and what would you say is your assessment of the process? How the voting is going? What do you think about it? What do you make of how the process is going?
And when I was at the constituency office, so they said Afenyo Markins came to cause commotion. So me, I don't know.
What kind of commotion did he came to cause?
They said he removed the poster and NDC poster, the banner. So he came and removed it
at the constituency
office. So they said he was holding a gun. So we all ran away.
He was holding a gun. Afenyo Markin was holding a gun.
Yeah. So I didn't even come close to them because of the gun that they said. So we all ran. We all ran away. Yeah.
All right. And that's it. Let me speak to the Adia. Pacho, good morning. Pacho, what about our constituency?
David. Yebebo mo ejuma.
Mu free fa na mbaye.
E frakra.
Na mbaye se mu bebo am. Na mu baye yi o hwe sa voting ni voting na ekono ekoyi.
Ekoyi, ebekoyi inshallah. Ebekoyi amai because baby ayekwa bia obosi omu hiya mpontojuma. Omu hiya mpontojuma. Omo abetena 8 yamu abetena 8 years. Wasi ya yefi mo omu. But MPP na efa akonya wa hade bia. Enti we dia omu pa puntojuma enti omu hia omu baba be vote ama NDC. Baby ayebe wura bia omu ka. Enti ye de bibia amanyame insha Allah ye be vote. Omu baba be vote na ya fa akondidi akwa insha Allah.
Okay. Aja Pacho mamembra also wo hwe usu free Accra na obaya na
Pacho me free Accra na me ba
na obi we bisa o Accra, what is the motivation then the motivate you say to car name from Embra ha didn't na mobile
nienti aye na ye to na mobile ye do ya party papa party ni da ya kuma so nti ni ye ni na ye to anamo ba kotia say ye ba beboa mu ye ni anu ma mu ha no ye ba beboa na doctor anya akonya no na ya tumi ati akonya no e de akaye de no nti na ye bae
na say mu akonya yi de mu obebre o mu obebre wa parliament na ba ko we de obi be bisa ba ko mu anya na ye de
enya hwebati ehia ye pa ba ko ye aka no ehia ye because ye nya di ka ho a ebe ma bibia so asa akọ yi ama ye Inti na ehia sa akonya we.
Na usi mo ba be boa mo emwa ben pa na mo de boa constituency na mo han then now them porting pa na mo ba be mobilization and answer then na mo be boa mo.
Me pacho yes ya fiti anopa no. The boss 6 o'clock na ye ni nam fiefie. Ye ni abriko a ye frefre amanfo. O ye frefre say obi ampie no be vote se na be ya. The end of the day ebedru anwumre no na nyame amanko nedie no ayeyedi.
Okay, aja me that say aja pacho mama bra also usu free akra na oba
ye na free akra na ba
na oba yi abobe ekobe 11 muni say na osu monitor the say na eko
na pay your sorry time 3 o'clock na dware here asa na ye sala na ye pie by 6 year freed and a house campaign ye frefra manfo no mumpie no mbeto abama omumbeto abama lawyer bediako no wini abano na John Dramani Mama president omboano na onye puntujuma ewo Kotia manso Kotia ma aka ekire bebre baba jamani traso koye ena bako no nso bai ansa na MPP bai o ma anya bibia MPP anya hwe ama Kotia mai bebre ade ahanyina breeding we kra ejeje na breeding we road bebre bridge bi wa hati baba jamani na esa bridge no mo boy no ma anya hwe nso mo se yanto abanema no yeto abanema no sesia ade na obetumi aye ni papa nti akonja so na lawyer papa ti akonja so nti Akwatia mai mo nyina mo nkambo mu na mo ntu abanu afama lawyer bediako no na ode putijuma no beba schools and hospitals any we bebre so the police immigration putijuma no there youth ni bebre benya youth bebre benya juma no but intale mo nyina beboa any a Pablo Mr. Pablo nyina mo de juma beba ma Kotia mai youth ni benya juma pa aye ewo John President John Dramani Mama emrisu yoy enti na ya ba ha ya shekina fe ye boa Kotia ama Kotia fa ne ntuma pa afra enti na ye Kotia mai ana na Kotia mai afa ne ntuma pa afra enti na ye wa
aja that say patro ma kon say na any bebre ensendi ankomo aja good morning. About ABC News Ghana.
Good morning.
Pacho Utu Abawaha.
Me Pacho, my name is Zongo Kokos National Magajia NNM as a team. Say ye babe support to ama about to where ye betuni ye near you papa. Because they said the research agenda John Mahama Wono with the 24-hour a year but everything about his policy needs somebody who is competent, somebody who will work for the Akwatia mine, and that person is nobody than our lawyer Bediako, and that is why Abakrum has said, yeah, babe, Juma Abwa, now researching no, I am Ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, because Akwatia mine I check constituency ache woman but akechri and voting today for the lawyer it means a lot to Akwatia mine because I him said area youth does waha emebunu ewa no and part of the resetting agenda no say emebunu wo baby I was say to me motivate emebunu no I was say to me create jobs ema emebunu no we don't want your person encourage emebunu no our name be a emwo but you say part of the resetting agenda as I said on my way ye to me ma emebunu nyina enye ejuma Akwatia mine eka ho Akwatia mine make a choice by voting the NDC candidates and now a very good choice for the whole Akwatia mine and see the entire no
who say the conversation is obiase mebeboa and what ben in terms of how are you coming to help the constituency driving all the way from Accra to here, what help are you rendering to the constituency on this election day?
Thank you very much. We are actually working, going into the communities,
going into the communities to talk to people, to let them know the reason why they should vote for the MDC candidates, to let them know the importance of making a choice today. And we are not here for a fanfare, no, we are here to work. There was a regular communities, as I said already, I'm here with the National Zongo Caucus Magajia, and we are actually entering into the Zongo communities to bring our Zongo community members to come and vote massively for our NDC candidate.
Thank you very much, madam. So, Abna, that is some voters, not voters, some observers and NDC supporters who drove all the way from Accra to come and help their
very interesting.
Their constituent here in Akwatia, and they tell me that they are with the National Zongo Magajia coordinator, and they are going to help bring out the Zongo community to vote massively for the NDC's Bernard Bediako. We wait to see their votes and the result, to see whether the work they've come to put out today will be fruitful for the NDC party. But Abena, this is the situation at the Lorry Station polling station. We'll be trying to go into the community to get more views.
Right. I love that, because this is telling us that it's not only the upper echelons of the party that is in Akwatia. It's like it's an all hands on deck situation for people to leave whatever they are doing on a weekday to go all the way to Akwatia just to solicit for votes, to call people to vote for their candidates. Well, let's see how it goes. We'll come back and come back for more of the conversations you'll be having with the people of Akwatia. Let me go back to Khadija and find out what's happening where she is at the Boedua Asamankese Stadium station. Hello, Khadija.
Hello, Abena.
Yes, Khadija, we are back to you. Do you have any conversations for us?
All right, here at the Asamankese Boedua station, I'm here with some of the electorates, and some of them are saying that they want to come out and cast their vote. Oh, sorry. Okay. Boedua, and they are saying that most of their family and friends are still home, and they feel intimidated by the police presence here. And I have one of them here. Sir, please, you're welcome to ABC News Ghana.
Thank you.
How has the whole process been like, and what has been your challenges so far, and what motivated you to come here and cast your vote?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to see how I said. As soon as I do yeah, that's why I'll bet me a win. Nintina be brilliant if you church, but only you of the boy, dear Haya, and Watana, Haya, and Wakoni school. And all boy you to know, so you will hope when you so near in Punto Baba, and nothing you are.
But I remember Hokakra. What's your line of Kokotabunyan to Abaye? Situation how do you find it?
Oh,
and what motivated you to come out to cast your vote?
Oh, situation in there, my friend say, well, yeah, situation in there, yes, and I see what I'm there, yeah, but I am cool. But you say, send your moon, say, big, yes, and a bar, yes, and I said, if you know. But oh, yeah, also, I don't yet have to know, about vote to mine. So, send a bayan, we bring them put to an idea, because they can put to an development, our hand, say. But one member to me, young numb put to an area, say, also, you know, to about. Because I would get police for new, and there won't be about 10 members to about actually be sir. And who be no one woman of a capacity of a cafe obeying this.
All right, that was one of the electorates urging those at home to come out in their numbers to vote and not to be frightened by the police presence here. I have with me one other constituent here who is yet to cast his vote, and Patrol about ABC News Ghana. Patrol, then I motivated to about out now, and how has the security arrangement been to you so far?
Okay, so far so good. I think the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, did quite well by, bringing people to the constituency. The security people, this morning we saw the IGP on grounds do his work, and you can see that things are so far going on well. One thing that I entreat all
might come and people here to cast their ballot is they shouldn't feel intimidated by the security. We are here to protect us. And we are also looking for development. And over here, what we do and the person we know is assumable. And this is the person who is so kind to the people, who love the people, and who is ready to go extra mile to help the people of Akwatia. So everybody should just move out, cast your ballot, and cast it wisely. We are all voting for Solomon Asumedi, and he's going to win.
All right. I think that was another constituent. That was another constituent telling us why he's here and who he's voting for. I have another one gentleman here with me. Hi, thank you. Thank you for agreeing to speak to me. You're welcome to ABC News. Have you casted your vote already?
No, I already casted my vote.
What motivated you to step out to cast your vote?
I need improvement. So I'll vote for the lawyer. Everybody's going to vote for the lawyer.
Okay, thank you very much. Ma'am, me welcome about ABC News Ghana. And I paid you about call. Me who say what say ubetu aba. Na mpese me who motivate to ma oba so ubetu aba. Na security arrangement so who no. Say na who no. And I say na who fa no. Do you feel intimidated by the police or another who why do you say umbebo mo ho ban wa ha?
Yo, say police for abambofo adosu ya to wo mo apete adosu wa ha. Me gidi say yanya ye buntira na ya to wo mo apete bai. Sabi o ta fiache me na me baby ma beto ma ba me ko ma nya boni dia me so police ni. So police ni dia. Enti we be dia dance pepe se ni e wonu ope boni dia ba be die no hu abambafo na obetwe ne ho ayeden afim na to so de ma ba me ba betro me tu abadi aprint sabi o ta fracha kwam yesu na de ya de memom ipunto na me de me pe ipempunto dia na chasa meto ma ba ayeden ama benen kwam yesu edi lawyer benen yenyina ya de ba ko bet me imagine de me pempunto nti eto ba ma benen.
Mami, that's super. I have with me a gentleman here, and you're welcome to ABC News Ghana, sir.
Thank you.
So far, how do you assess the security arrangements on ground?
Very perfect, because I don't know how to tell you. No. It was very, very smooth. As for me, and you didn't ask my name.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Can you please tell us your name?
Escort 1.
Sorry?
Escort 1.
Escort 1. Escort 1, thank you for talking to us. One last person before. Hello, sir. You're welcome to ABC News Ghana.
Yes.
I'd like to find out from you what motivated you to step out to cast your vote today, and how do you assess the security arrangements so far?
All right. As you can see, since 8 months, President Mahama was elected. So to see there is a massive change in Ghana. When you look at the economy, how the dollar and the way things are moving on market, inflation, interest rates, inflation, everything is good. We need that to reflect in Akwatia, so that they have their representative who is the same from the government, so that the good work of President Mahama will also reflect.
Very well. And how do you find the security arrangements so far? There are so many police officers around ensuring the safety of the people who have come out to cast their vote. How do you see? Do you think that the presence of the police is intimidating to the constituents, or you think that they are here to safeguard the people in this constituency?
The way the police are conducting themselves is very good. They are putting measures that will make the process smoothly. And I think that is the best, because the security are not here to intimidate anybody. They are here to make sure the process runs smoothly. And that is what they are doing. And as you can see, the process is also going on well. When Aya was so by election, you saw what has happened. and you could see that Akwatia is very calm and everything is going on well. It tells you how measures the government has put in place, and the electoral commission and the parties too is also conducting themselves very well. I think that is the best.
All right, thank you very much. So, those were some electorates sharing their views and opinions about the situation on the ground today, while some are advocating for their friends and families to come out to vote and not be frightened by the police presence here, indicating that the police are here to ensure security and safety. Some are also saying that they feel intimidated by the police presence on ground, and that's why some of their friends and families are still home, and they are frightened to come out and vote. So that is the situation on ground at Buedua Lorry Station at the moment, Abena.
Yeah, thank you so much. Khadija coming to us from the Buedua Asamankese Lorry Station, where she's spoken to quite a number of residents within the vicinity. Some of them yet to cast their votes, others who have already cast their votes, and calling on their friends and families to also come out and vote, not to be intimidated by the heavy presence of the police. We understand that 5,000 police personnel are in Akwatia, all to ensure that there's peace in Akwatia. We understand why they are there. IGP held a meeting with both the NPP and the NDC. He explained to them why they would be there. The NPP had said that they were going to take their own security into their hands because they did not trust the Ghana Police Service. Well, the NDC says, we've been in power for just 8 months, and in 8 months, we have not recruited anybody into the police service. And so if you, as the erstwhile government, is saying that you do not trust the Ghana Police Service, then you should look within and ask yourself why you do not trust a police service you've been working with for the past 8 years. Well, that's politics for you. Stance change from time to time, but at the moment we are in Akwatia, the by-election. NDC's Bernard Bediako, the NPP Solomon Asumedu, all vying for one seat, a seat in Parliament, a seat that has been left vacant with the death of Ernest Yakumi. We understand that Ernest Yakumi's wife has stepped out to cast her vote and is also calling on other well-meaning residents of Akwatia to go and cast their vote for Solomon Asumedu to continue the good work that her husband had been doing until his untimely death. By 5 p.m. we'll see whether the NPP will retain the seat or the NDC will add this to its large pool of seats. But let me take you back to Akwatia. Samuel Nimagbo is on hand to bring us some more. Hello, Sammy. Hello, Sammy. Right, Sammy, run us through for this quick period what's been happening since we left you. Well, Sammy, we are unable to hear you, and so if you can position yourself better, we would really appreciate it, so we can find out what you're saying, because I understand you are within the Akwatia town itself, and so would love to appreciate what's happening there. And so can you position yourself better and so that our viewers can have the best of what you have to tell us from there? But earlier, Samuel was at the Akwatia Lorry Station, and there, close to it, is the NDC's office. And at the office, the NDC Zongo women, led by the Amagajia, were at the office. They said they came all the way from the Greater Accra region just to give their support to the people of Akwatia. And since morning, they've been going house to house, door to door, calling people to get out of their homes and come and cast their vote. But we've been saying, and it's been established, that during by-elections, it's quite unusual to find a full complement of voters. You would normally find a few people showing up. Ablekuma North constituency rerun being a case in point. But well, let's go back. Hello, Sammy.
Hello, can you
yes,
hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear now.
All right. So I was saying that I am at the inside the city or inside the town at the Otofo drugstore trying to engage some of the constituents at the constituency here in Akwatia, where the by-election is underway. We've just left the polling station at the lorry station and have entered the town trying to get the views and of the electorate in this constituency. Let me start with you, madam. You are welcome to ABC News Ghana. And first off, have you casted your vote? Yes. Where did you vote? Now, tell me, what is your assessment of the process? How do you see the election, the conditions under which the election is conducted? In terms of security, we've seen a lot of security personnel in town. Are you worried about the security the number of policemen in town?
No, please, no, because they are here to guide us.
You are not affected by the number of security personnel?
No, because they are here to guide us.
Okay. Let me come to you, sir. Okay, Pacho, what you about? What's in way? Okay. And about on phone, say na come out. Is it going well?
Police one up say mo be say there. Back on the Koboko, our mama basa see ewa Akwatia. Police one ma bari there. And higher ya Akwatia no. Bambo no mo boy say obi be free baby e dey to kwa abaye aba mu ani there. Omo mpese sa dey me dey fit no mo boy ho by. Say dey about one be kudin.
And not just at the polling station but sitting police deployment no by and how.
Oh there be higher cry. And higher ni pa na ya wo ku ni higher because by no wa be boy ho by. Omo be obi abasa and I see bia e wo ku. Here dey higher cry.
Say that again for me.
If you go in peace, you come back in peace.
If you go where you mean the polling station?
Yes, you go back in peace. If you try to go and misbehave, then please, you won't take it easy. They will surely deal with you before you go.
All right. I know that by-elections have become a money-making cow for a lot of constituents. In today's by-election, have you seen any of the candidates? Have you seen any of the candidates giving money or some party members giving money to induce voting?
No, please, I've not seen it.
So at where you voted, there was no inducement, no money given to anybody?
No, please. But after voting, that is where they will give you transportation to return back.
Where did you vote? You said
AM design.
Is it far from here?
No, please.
So you took transportation?
Yes, please. I took transportation from there to Akwatia. Because I'm not from here.
You are not from here.
I was born here in St. Thomas Hospital, but after the death of my father, that's where I traveled.
So how much did they give you for transportation?
Why? No, for that one, I'm sorry. I can't testify to that.
But you took some money as transportation?
Yes, please.
All right. Did you also go to a baby and you must cast transportation?
Man koso on it, baby. You can say work with Jabans and work with two. Go back with discounts and work with two.
Pacho, Brana, Menu Casa, also to Abani.
About the
and O2 Abano Seneco Ecoye, Oshe security arrangement in the award town in Ecoye.
Security is near that and Saban the Okuna continuous in game, what they are in game by opening the
now also Oko polling station, we and Yamalorfe.
I mean, they come and like my G's about
no lorry fare. All right. Thank you very much. Abna, let me turn away. There's this man who sells meat here, chichinga as we popularly call it. Madam, Pacho Bemikaka na mini undim komo. Uton enam ewo hanum ewo junction ha. Pacho wakoto aba.
Tuye.
Ubeko.
Meko but if you grab menko.
I didn't see because of where do my
China fire for do. Yet me 12 from 92 besin me da want to aba. Nti say if you who say we NDC ni ana we MPP ni a I ensure kura na ye che ma obi. Ye say wo de wo be ba beto aba ma. Nti enu me wo ha la de calling God of you chima ba ha. Omo na mo chiche skama mo ko me na mo kura me ton no. Kama omo nto kakra ma me sinya me de ton no. Omo nhwe me na omo chiche ska boy. Nti me card se moto anya de me kokoto.
Otra Collins down that will be chased cow habit when you've been to Akwatia.
Mento.
Is it because when you've been and say you not regimenting our own to Abama?
The patron say, or more church come a man for Syria, or the Akwatia Abama. Nissumi Majima may Kurano, Mimi Casse, come on, me mamma France, Kuramina, Kuranomoto, and 100 Ghana, 50 Ghana, Mamma Kura, Michelle Bebuana. Among your boys now, my dear children, so move free. I come with you. What is the fun of a majority? I know Mutana. Me no attire about Kaya Mom. Fine. Motorman and 20 Ghana, Krama, Mr. Benabi. So move free media. Mr.
And I'll pay your business person. I'm for food to Abantomumba.
Or Munyamba.
Business inquiry.
And for you.
That's it. So, Abana, if you can hear me, these are some sentiments from the voters here in Akwatia. I am at a junction called the Drug Store Junction. And as you heard the man, he says that there was some money sharing yesterday. He was not given any of the money. He sells chichinga or meat at this junction. They didn't buy from him as well. And as a result, he's decided that he won't go and vote because he believes that they've taken him for granted. Yes, that is his own reason for not going to vote.
Just a moment. So for those sharing the money, was the money sharing from both sides, NPP and NDC, or was it from just one side? And also you spoke with a lady earlier who said she was giving some transport money right after voting. Who gave her the money? Was it from the NPP? Was it from the NDC?
I'm not understanding from what the Chinga seller says is that it was from Collins Dowda.
Okay, so from the NDC.
NDC. And then the sentiment around is that the money sharing came from the NDC side. And he didn't get the money. For the woman, she didn't mention clearly. In fact, I wanted to profile her to get the amount she was giving. She decided to say, but in town, the sentiment has been that it is a party in government that is sharing the money, and believe that they didn't do him well by not giving him some, neither, or buying his meat. So because of that, they won't go to vote today. So these are some of the sentiments.
Well, we're also picking up that the first national vice chair of the NDC has been making some comments that are bordering on reckless comments, where he mentioned that had he met Afenyo Marking, the minority leader, had he encountered him, Efutu would also be going into a by-election. With comments such as these, can you tell us how the atmosphere is in the area? Because it seems Aji Sofo Azoka is boiling up and making some very reckless comments at the moment. How is the situation like, the mood like in there?
So what I know is that they have not, it's unconfirmed, because we're at this polling station, the Lorry Station police station. Is beside it, a few meters away, is the NDC's constituency headquarters. They accuse that, they say that Senior Martin came to the constituency headquarters to share off some posters of the NDC candidates, and as a result, it generated a bit of chaos at the place. In fact, one lady we spoke to at the polling station says that Afenyo alleged that Afenyo brought a gun to the constituency headquarters, and there was a bit of chaos, which is unconfirmed. So I believe that is the premise on which the NDC's first vice president or second vice president is making that that commentary. But no matter what it is, those comments are very much unfortunate and shouldn't be coming from these persons in power. We hope that the security services will calm down the situation. But I can say that the electorate themselves are not moved by these things. There hasn't been chaos at the locations I have vacated, even at the polling stations where Akwatia Market came to pass by and some of these things happened. Calm has been restored there and everything is moving on smoothly, Abena.
Because I mean, the lorry station you were at earlier, I'm browsing social media to pick up some sentiment on social media, and I see that there was a scuffle between the third national vice chair of the NPP and also an escort of the vice chair of the NDC, Sofo Azoka, and a slap ensued there. This is the station you were at earlier.
Just a minute, I know our time is going. Just a minute, there are some youth here who wants to share their mind. They say they want to tell us some very important information. Some are your present.
Actually, friend of Frimpong Samo.
Can we speak English?
Yes, we can speak English.
All right, so tell me, what is that information you want to pass to us?
Okay, first of all, I want to greet all our viewers and everyone here. We are in the house and we heard there is a conflict going on at the station. Yeah. And as the youth president here in Akwatia, we came to support the police to ensure peace and security here. We don't want any bring any violence anywhere here because here we are peace here. So we don't want anyone to come and do if you do anyhow, you do anyhow. We won't do that here. We are at peace here.
So the question is, I want to know who is the one that is alleged to be perpetrating these acts of violence or bringing some violence to the police? Who came to do that?
We have seen many guys around yesterday night. There are many guys walking around here. We have seen them. We are here.
Yeah, we are walking.
We are not among here.
Where are they from?
We don't know. We just saw them. They were walking here. They were doing like, oh, you people are why watching us? I say, oh, we are from Akwatia, but you are not from Akwatia. So why should you come and just come and question us here and stuff? Yes.
So which of the parties do you believe they are?
We don't know their party. They are not really any party at all. They're just police. They are not police too. So we are scared. That's why we came out to support the police to prevent any violence and everything here. That's why we are here.
In supporting the police, what are you doing?
That's why we are here. We went to the station. You spoke to the regional police commander, and he was like, the same thing happened here. So as we have come, we should help them, maybe conflict, and everything. We should guide them. So this police, we have one street member standing beside the police. Yeah, that's why you are going to every police station to watch over everything. Yeah.
You say you are the youth president?
Yeah, youth president. I'm the vice, and this is the president.
Of which area? What is the area?
This is Mendy Street. It's on the signboard. After the area.
Okay.
Mendy Street. And the street godfather is this man. Yeah, the street godfather. This man. Godfather. The street godfather.
You mean the chicken?
Yeah, the chicken. Yeah.
So from here, where are you going?
We are going to the Zongo police station to go and check whether everything.
You are going where? Tell me.
We are going to the Zongo police station to check what's going on there. Yeah, that's where we are going now.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, Abena, these are some youth within the constituency expressing their displeasure at some alleged tasks. Well, they don't know where they are coming from. They said the attacks are here to some violence, and they, as youth within the constituency, will not allow such incident to happen. And they will go from polling station to polling station to ensure that there is peace in Akwatia, even as the election is going on. Abena.
So much. We'll come back to you and find out what more will be happening there in Akwatia. But thank you. We really appreciate you and Khadija's reports from grounds in Akwatia.
Thank you, Abna.
So that's my colleague Samuel Nyimado. He brought us what's happening in and around the Chichinga seller, who says that monies have been shared. He has not received some. Not only have monies been shared, his Chichinga was not even bought to share, and so his voter ID is in his pocket, and he will not be voting because he feels he's been left out of the goodies that have been shared. Let's take a very quick break. When we return, my colleague Peggy will be bringing us some numbers that we should be abreasting ourselves with, or we should be reminding ourselves with concerning Akwatia and the election happening in Akwatia. Right, quickly after this break. Stay with us.
The glam we see, the characters we love, they've got stories untapped, events untold, the sequence and details of the experiences unheard.
To my dad, I'm the stubborn one. To my mom, he's the stubborn one.
To the first management that I got, I think I was made to exercise a whole year.
Hey, I'm 20. All I know is how to have sex.
I was out of contract for 4 years.
The pain, the agony, the frustration.
They made my depression worse.
Yes.
The hospital doesn't have a mortuary. We would have to take the baby in a box and then get rid of the body ourselves.
Sometimes I say something and they take it out of context and they bash my husband, they bash my family.
But hey, they survived, and they're here to chronicle their journey with me, Miss G,
on ABC News GA.
Playing for your country, easy. Scoring, easy. Avoiding injuries, easy. Winning, easy, Charlie. But you know what be easy now? Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnut. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. As I be street footballer, Gary at the top. Now we are 10 star boy. Still Gary at the top. I travel go abroad. Kivo Gary at the top. Kivo Gary, he the bio. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine a sport without rules, a game without passion, an arena without chance. What drives the champions? What fuels the rivalry? What separates the winners from the rest in the world of sports?
On the show, we shall start by interrogating your athletes' health matters with expert insight from our renowned medical professionals, providing you with actionable advice and cutting-edge knowledge to prevent injuries and optimize performance. They will connect you to the talking points where we'll bring you the big names, the famous faces, and leading voices on our radar in the world of sports for a lively conversation and diverse perspective.
Eugene Soti, your chief data guy on the talking point. On the African Tracker, I'll break down the performance of your favorite African players abroad, scrutinizing every detail and exploring the nuances and rules governing the game.
Meet us in your area for Area Take as we plug into sports perspective and hear your thoughts on every play of the game.
On Ghana Focus, we shall spotlight our domestic leagues and heroes of other sporting disciplines.
I'm James Makion, your go-to expert for everything local. I'll review the fixtures from the locker room to the pitch and from the management to the fans. I've got you covered.
Oh la la! Don't miss out on the double excitement. It's a fun pack, pulsating and complete wrap of everything in sports, from boxing to football, tennis, NBA and more. Sports World on ABC with Victor and the team as every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Sports World on ABC. Sports beyond borders.
Magic pepper and onion, a delicious tomato mix with tomato, pepper and onion. No grinding, no blending. Ya yenini na da da da. So pa mediane no abe.
Come on, Gino, do your magic.
And papa no kunu abefi.
Tasty magic.
Gino Magic Pepper and Onion. The magic that brings them home.
This advert is FDA approved.
Rent back with the beer open. Come on, let me see what. Hey, where this guy? My friend, see the phone.
It's the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Win cash daily, weekly, and a grand prize of 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Just reload or buy a bundle with Telecel Cash to earn points and stand a chance to win big. Dial *500# or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in and start winning in the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
When is campaign? If you're a baby, many schedule no. If you know, meto etiaka. Inti ene, uno ba no mpe baby amobeda. Oh no abeka. You did too much money. No matter.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Modulus sports without rules, a game without passion, an arena without chance. What drives the champions? What fuels the rivalry? What separates the winners from the rest in the world of sports?
On the show, we shall start by interrogating your athletes' health matters with expert insight from our renowned medical professionals, providing you with actionable advice and cutting-edge knowledge to prevent injuries and optimize performance. They will connect you to the talking points where we'll bring you the big names, the famous faces and leading voices on our radar in the world of sports for a lively conversation and diverse perspective.
Eugene Soti, your chief data guy on the talking point. On the African Tracker, I'll break down the performance of your favorite African players abroad, scrutinizing every detail and exploring the nuances and rules governing the game.
Meet us in your area for Area Take as we plug into sports perspective and hear your thoughts on every play of the game.
On Ghana Focus, we shall spotlight our domestic leagues and heroes of other sporting disciplines.
I'm James Makion, your go-to expert for everything local. I'll review the fixtures from the locker room to the pitch and from the management to the fans. I've got you covered.
Oh la la! Don't miss out on the double excitement. It's a fun pack, pulsating and complete wrap of everything in sports, from boxing to football, tennis, NBA and more. Sports World on ABC with Victor and the team as every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Sports World on ABC. Sports beyond borders.
So, mommy, who is going to do my wedding jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah. Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now, add your Gino jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so good. Tasty near.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This
advert is FDA approved.
back from the break. You're still watching ABC News Ghana Television Live, and we are covering the by-elections in Akwatia. I am Peggy Nyakwambano, and I will be bringing you some graphics and figures over the years between these two main political parties, the NPP and the NDC. So we are asking, who wins Akwatia's by-election today? Is it Solomon Asumedu or Bernard Baidu of the NDC? Now let's take a look at some graphical representation of how the parties have fared over the years so far since 1996. Won with about 57.19%, and NPP lost with 33.11%, and the vote difference was 9.7% in 1996. Now, in 2000, NPP won with 48.9%, and NDC lost with 42.75%. The vote difference here was 8.34%. In 2004, we have NPP winning with 52.2%, while NDC lost with 47.08%, with a vote difference of 0.72%. In 2012, we saw NDC winning with 50.44%, and NPP losing with 49.07%, with a vote difference of just 0.5%. Now, in 2016, a history was made in Akwatia constituency, with NPP winning with the highest vote recorded so far, with 57.21%, and NDC losing with 42.45%, with a difference of just 0.34%. NPP contested with Mary Edu Jemfi, and he was against Baba Jamal. So Mary Edu Jemfi won with 57.21%, the highest so far recorded in the history of Akwatia. This happened in 2016. Now let's go to 2020. In 2020, NDC won with 51.5%, and NPP lost with 48.5%. And in 2024, NPP won with 52.83%, while NDC lost with 47.17%. This was between the late Ernest Kumi and the former MP for Akwatia, Henry Boakye Yadom. Now let's take a look at more graphical representations between these two political parties. So in 2008, NPP won. NPP contested with Kofi Asari, and they won with 17,900 votes. And NDC contested with Baba Jamal and lost, with 15,860 votes, with a vote difference of 2,040. Now let's go to 2012. In 2012, NPP brought Kofi Asari, and he lost with 19,914 votes, while NDC won with Baba Jamal, who won with the figures of 20,471. Now, Akwatia constituency has been a swing constituency because NDC and NPP have been coming to power over there. Now, let's go to 2016, where the history was made. NPP won with Mercy Edu Jemfi. She won with the highest vote so far in the history of Akwatia constituency. She won with 21,433 votes, and NDC lost with 15,905. They contested, they brought Baba Jamal, and the difference here was 5,528 votes in Akwatia in 2016 when this history was made. Now let's go to 2020. In 2020, NPP contested with the late Ernest Kumi. He lost with 18,742 votes, while Henry Boakye Yadom won with 19,899 votes. Now the vote difference here was 1,157, and they contested again in the 2024 elections. Let's look at the 2024 results. So in 2024, NPP brought Ernest Yakumi again, and this time they won with 19,269 votes, while NDC lost with 17,206 with Henry Boachi representing the NDC. The vote difference here was 2,063 votes between these two parties. Now, contesting for NDC is Solomon Kwame Asumedu. He is a staunch member of the NPP. Solomon Kwame Asumedu. He is a staunch member of the NPP and the CEO of Aswo mining company, and he has experience in the mining industry with about 15 years of experience. He was lucky there was no primaries for him to be elected, but after an extensive stakeholder engagement, the NPP decided to bring him on the ticket of the NPP, and he served as the treasurer for the Akwatia constituency. Now, NDC's Bernard Bediaku Beidu is a lawyer who is a legal practitioner. He's a private legal practitioner and also served as the secretary for the NDC. Now, he contested other two people, including Henry Bachi Yadom, who he represented in his legal battle with the late Ernest Yakumi. So people say that if you think Henry was really the winner in the 2024 elections, why don't you just bring him to represent the NDC? But then Bernard Bediaku Beidu Esquire is now on the ticket of the NDC for this year's Akwatia by-election. So these are the voting demographics to be shown, and we've been showing you the graphics and the voting patterns over the year. Now we are bringing the population for Akwatia constituency. So now, there's about 77,000 population in that vicinity with 119 polling stations and over 50,000 registered voters. Now, about over a little or more over 30,000 are expected to cast their vote. We know that in by-elections, voting turnouts tend to be quite low, and with our previous engagements with our reporters on ground, we hear that, well, it's early days yet, but so far just a few members or few voters in that constituency have shown up to vote. Now, voting statistics in Akwatia, as I said earlier, there are 119 polling stations, 119 polling stations in Akwatia. Registered voters are 52,328. 52,328 registered voters out of the about 77,000 population in that constituency. We have 36,472 expected voters today. So hopefully by the end of the day, we see more and encouraging votes. You know, as I said earlier on, when we have by-elections, voting turnout tends to be low. Now, we are still asking, who wins the Akwatia by-election? Is it Solomon Asumedu or Bernard Beidu? People are saying, well, Solomon Asumedu is an NPP. We already know him. So when we vote for him, we believe that he will do it. Others are also saying that Bernard Beidu is the NDC, and NDC is the sitting government. So when we vote for him, we believe that there's going to be more infrastructure development and other developments as well in the constituency. Abna.
Well, so, I mean, this is quite interesting.
Yeah, very.
Solomon Asumedu seems to be the person that the people know. Because in some of the conversations we've had, because he has a mining firm within the constituency, the people know him. And so they are very familiar with him. And the fact that the NPP just acclaimed him, he did not have to go through the voting process, shows that there's some trust in him.
Exactly.
For Bernard Bediaku, great, a private legal practitioner, the person who was representing the parliamentary candidates they believed won the election, because in our conversations, the NDC keeps saying that they won.
They won.
They
so
won.
Why are you bringing
a different person?
A different person,
right.
And not Henry.
Well, maybe because they realized that Bernard can do a better job winning. You never know.
So why did you then fight this battle and not wait to 2028 to bring Bernard to contest for the parliamentary?
Well, nobody knew Eneskumi was going to die, did they? So maybe it's also an opportunity for them to test the waters with Bernard Bediakon.
Right.
Ernest has won before.
Yeah.
He's been MP before.
Yeah.
So maybe if it happens that Bernard Bediakon wins, maybe he becomes that trump card that helps them retain Akwatia in the NDC.
We'll see,
right?
Yeah.
Well, it's only 18 minutes after 11 so far.
Yeah.
So we have a few hours more for elections. And Global Info is also calling the elections for NDC. Well, we'll see how it goes.
We'll see by the end of the day. And that has been the graphical representation of the voting pattern so far since 1996 to 2024 at the Akwatia constituency concerning parliamentary candidates. I am Peggy Nyakwamba. We'll take a quick break here. Abuna Mante will take over.
Imagine a sport without rules, a game without passion, an arena without chance. What drives the champions? What fuels the rivalry? What separates the winners from the rest in the world of sports?
On the show, we shall start by interrogating your athlete health matters with expert insight from our renowned medical professionals, providing you with actionable advice and cutting-edge knowledge to prevent injuries and optimize performance. They will connect you to the talking points where we'll bring you the big names, the famous faces, and leading voices on our radar in the world of sports for a lively conversation and diverse perspective.
Eugene Soti, your chief data guy on the talking point. On the African Tracker, I'll break down the performance of your favorite African players abroad, scrutinizing every detail and exploring the nuances and rules governing the game.
Meet us in your area for Area Take as we plug into sports perspective and hear your thoughts on every play of the game.
On Ghana Focus, we shall spotlight our domestic leagues and heroes of other sporting disciplines.
I'm James Makion, your go-to expert for everything local. I'll review the fixtures from the locker room to the pitch and from the management to the fans. I've got you covered.
Oh la la! Don't miss out on the double excitement. It's a fun pack, pulsating and complete wrap of everything in sports, from boxing to football, tennis, NBA and more. Sports World on ABC with Victor and the team as every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Sports World on ABC. Sports beyond borders.
Playing for your country, easy. Scoring, easy. Avoiding injuries, easy. Winning, easy, Charlie. But you know what be easy now? Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted granules. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. As I be street footballer, Gary at the top. Now we attend Star Boy. Still Gary at the top. I travel go abroad. Kibo Gary at the top. Kibo Gary, he the bio. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kibo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back. You're still watching ABC News GH, and we're bringing you live updates from Akwatia. Peggy Nyakwabano just came your way with the numbers from 1996 up until now. We're waiting for this year's numbers too, so that we can add it to the bevy of numbers we already have. But this year, it is Solomon Asumedu of the NPP and Bernard Bediako of the NDC. We'll see who wins. I promise you I would be opening the phone lines. Let me quickly do that so that you can share your thoughts with us on it. Who do you think becomes the winner of this year's by-election in Akwatia? Is it going to be Solomon Asumedu of the NPP or Bernard Bediako of the NDC? 053-916-1609. 053-916-1609. Please call us and share your thoughts with us. But I have some messages here on Facebook. I'd love to read the messages. I also said that you can call us and share your thoughts on the Supreme Court. Let me pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm called Eric. Please, I'm calling from Akwatia.
All right, Eric, thank you for calling. Share your thoughts with us. Hello, Eric. Oh, we have lost Eric. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Justice calling from Echem Kromajoso.
All right, Justice, thank you for calling. Share your thoughts with us.
Oh, now, per my view and per my analysis, Solomon will win, hands down.
All right. What percentage do you think he will win by?
You said?
What percentage do you think Solomon will win with?
Per my view, 52% will be enough for us.
All right, okay. All right, thank you, Justice. Okay. Justice from Ejuso sharing his thoughts with us. 053-916-1609. 053-916-1609. Share your thoughts with us. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, this is Adam Kola, CRO from Tamale Central.
Okay, Adam Kola, share your thoughts with us.
Yeah. The percentage wise, I hope the NDC will get almost 56%. Because we are hope that Akwatia will be our seat. But I'm only telling the people of Akwatia is they should come out and vote massively for Bernard Baidu, for him to lead them into the parliament.
All right.
And Tamale Central, my regard to Honorable Professor Ali Bussedu, he is the #1 in our ballot paper. So we are hope that Professor Ali Bussedu also will lead the Tamale Central to the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for calling and sharing your thoughts with us. 053-916-1609. 053-916-1609. Who wins Akwatia? Share your thoughts with us. You can also share your thoughts on the removal of Justice Tokono as CJ. Hello, good morning.
Morning. Please, I told you that my name was Eric. I was calling from Akwatia.
Yes, Eric, we lost you. Thank you for calling back. Share your thoughts with us.
Please, I believe that Solomon will win.
Okay. All right. With what percentage do you think you win?
Oh, about 99%.
99%. All right, Eric. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye. 053-916-1609. 053-916-16. I wish you the best too, Eric. Thank you. Thank you. 053-916-1609. 053-916-1609. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Nanada Akwatia. I'm calling from Akim Eminem.
Okay, Nanada, thank you for calling, sir. Please share your thoughts with us.
Okay. I want Solomon Asumedu to win.
Okay.
And I want to tell Buadi Akwatia and Kusi people say they already know Solomon Asumedu. They know him. He's from Buadia. So they should come massively and vote for Solomon Asumedu. They should vote for you.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Nana Dakwampim says that the people of Akwatia know Solomon, he's from Buedia, so they should vote for him. Well, you can also tell us who will be winning, who should be voted for. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
What's your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Please, I'm Stephen. I'm calling from Northern region.
All right, Stephen, thank you for calling. Share your thoughts with us.
Hello.
Hello, Stephen. I can hear you. Share your thoughts with us.
Okay. The analysis, we are watching you far. Hello, we are watching you far enough, but the analysis, we don't get much about what you are discussing.
Okay. What are you not getting? Was it the conversations we've been having or the statistics we were showing you?
Actually, we sat on the television and then we are watching you live. But like we need whatever happens there, want to watch it live. So that we also see it to say we are with you there.
Oh, we are showing you everything live. Anytime we take them off the screen.
We saw some kiosks on this thing. The second is.
Pardon?
Hello, I said we saw some second kiosk there, but like we didn't get any update on that.
Right, we will bring you all of that. Rest assured, we'll bring you all of that, sir.
Okay.
Right. We appreciate you. And you can also visit our social media pages. We have Twitter, we have Instagram.
We also rally our support behind Solomon Asumedu.
All right, thank you.
So at the end of everything, you win massively and become the MP for Akwatia.
Okay. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too. But you can catch everything we have. The videos that are coming from Akwatia, we'll be posting them on X or formerly Twitter. We'll post them on TikTok. We'll post them on Instagram. We'll post them on YouTube. And so even as you are watching, you'll also find some of the videos there for your viewing. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Justice back again.
Oh, Justice, okay. Share your thoughts.
You know something?
Tell me.
What the Azoka is doing over there. Azoka is not from Akwatia. Even we are from Akwatia, we are calm. You see? And the police, the IGP is there watching. And he says he brought 5,000 plus police to watch. And they are there, and Azoka is behaving like that.
Azoka is he's the first vice chair of the NDC.
So is it possible he can harm over there?
No, nobody is given the opportunity to harm anybody. You know that.
So why come he's just going to attack?
Well, we leave that to the security service to deal with situations like that.
You see the ground that you are living in, you see? By hook or clue, someone will win.
Okay. All right, Justice. Thank you. Justice says that regardless, Solomon Asumedu of the NPP is going to win Akwatia. Well, we'll see by 5 p.m. when the polls have closed. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Okay, I'm Nanaya. I'm calling from Achima Plama in Akwatia.
Okay, Nanaya, do you vote in Akwatia?
Yes, please.
Have you voted today?
Yes, I'm from Apnamai.
Okay, all right. Tell us how it is there. And who are you rooting for?
Oh, for that one, I can't disclose it on TV. It's very, very potential, so I have to keep it for myself.
Okay. But how is it in Akwatia?
Oh, okay. So the security here is tight. I really, really like it over here. I really, really like what the police are doing over here. My kudos to them. And then for Instagram, my people here at Plamai are really comported themselves. As I have seen so much on TV, people at Akwatia and so fighting. I've never seen something like that at Plamai here, so I have to give it to them.
Okay. All right, Nanaya, thank you for calling. I'll pick my last caller for this period. When we return, we'll bring you some more calls. So if you're unable to call now, don't worry. 053-916-1609. 053-916-1609. I'll pick my last caller before we move on to more things. But whilst we wait for my last caller, these are some comments on Facebook. Teacher Kujo of Tepa in Yunesusu says, I'm afraid for the judiciary of Ghana. This means that any future NPP government, whether for 8 or 12 years, will also sack the Chief Justice appointed by John Mahama in 2025. So this syndrome of you sack my Chief Justice and when I come back I will also sack your Chief Justice is going to continue. In my opinion, Ghana will not progress steadily. Greetings to Honorable Eric Nanajiman Prempe MP for Hafano North, Chairman Oduneho Kweku Apia Koka JFK, and Mr. Owusu Bempa, the Nshiaso Constituency Chairman. Hopeful. Well, Teacher Kujo, they have heard your greetings. And this from Masawood Kumasi Bantaman. Masawood says, the good people of Akwatia are well discerning and no amount of intimidation will stop them from voting for Solomon Asumedu to continue the legacy of the late Honorable Ernesti Alkumi. Akwatia is a done deal for the NPP. Regards to Honorable Sampine, National First Vice Chairman. Hopeful. Well, Masawood, Sampine has heard you. And this is from Jomo Pokwase Festus. The Ghana Police Service and the IG should prove to the people of Ghana that indeed they are on top of their game by ensuring peace, security and decorum in Akwatia pre, during and after this by-election. The security deployment should give value for money and lives. Thank you for your comments, Jomo from Pokwase Festus. And we'll take a break here and return with the midday news with Peggy Nyakwambano. After that, we'll come back and bring you some more conversations about today's by-election in Akwatia. And so keep your TV on here on ABC News GH. Don't leave us. We're also still streaming on Facebook. You're streaming on ABC News GH. We are streaming also live on YouTube. The channel is ABC News GH. And as we're streaming, we're still bringing you some more news. And so you can visit our website, www.abcnewsgh.com. You can also interact with us via our socials at abcnewsgh_, at abcnewsgh_. Would love to hear from you. Would be so glad to hear from you. And so keep your TV here, ABC News GH. I am Abunamante. We'll take a quick break. Peggy Nyakwambano will come your way with the midday news. And after that, I'll come back again and we'll bring you some more conversation. Don't go anywhere.